G's. Boucher Automotive Group, Tri-City National Bank, your local carrier dealers, Lakeland University, Z-Bart, Cannon and Dunphy, Loyal Family Renovations, Tsunami Express Car Wash, Steamfitters Local 601, Big Fish Contracting, SVA, a professional services company, WeatherTight, Window Nation, and Network Health on the home of the Brewers, 620 WTMJ.
For over 4 decades, one name has stood out as a symbol of excellence in automotive sales and service.
It's the Boucher Automotive Group, dedicated to providing exceptional experiences to all of our valued customers.
We will help you find the perfect vehicle within your budget while respecting your time.
With 20 convenient locations, we're the one-stop destination for all your automotive needs.
At Boucher, we're your trusted partner on every mile of your journey.
Riding with you every mile since 1977.
Want your brand to turn heads and win hearts?
Captivate Exhibits can bring your brand to life by transforming lobbies, creating history walls, and beautifying facilities.
For over 32 years, Captivate has been the MVP of trade show exhibits and workplace design and fabrication. Let Captivate craft immersive branded environments that tell your story boldly, beautifully, and with purpose at events and around the office.
Score big by making your next event or your own space unforgettable. Create something legendary by getting started today at CaptivateExhibits.com.
Are you looking for an accounting firm that can service your growing business's needs? SVA certified public accountants will deliver your organization with measurable results in the areas of tax planning, consulting, outsourced accounting, succession planning, and more. Nationally recognized by Forbes as one of America's best accounting and tax firms, yet local to the Midwest, we've got the knowledge and expertise to take your business to the next level. Go to sva.com/baseball to learn how we can provide your business with measurable results.
Is back pain slowing you down? The OAW Spine Center offers specialized care with advanced treatments for herniated discs, spinal fusion, and more. Their board-certified orthopedic care specialists use the least invasive methods, starting with non-surgical options. If surgery is needed, they provide minimally invasive procedures. The OAW Spine Specialists focus on getting you back to an active lifestyle faster. The OAW Spine Center. There is a difference. Visit oawspinecenter.com.
Covering the Crew all season long on WTMJ, it's Brewers Extra Innings. Now live from American Family Field, here's your host, Dominic Cotroneo.
Man, how fun is this? How lucky are we? This is so cool. Another 10-game winning streak. Are you kidding me? Today was stress-free. Highlight from the jump. Fun day at the yard, where I'm not at right now. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're catching up on the pod, if I sound a little muted right now, well, it's because I'm on the road. So we're back on the Tuesday grind here for a couple of days, but we were in Toronto scouting those Cubs, getting ready for next week for Blue Jays Cubs. But we're on the road. We watched every pitch, caught up on it all, and man, just quality baseball game. Once again for the Brewers with Jerry Augustine. I'm Dom Cotroneo. Brewers win today 7-1. They make it 10 in a row. Let's get you caught up with the highlight recap.
Ready for this?
Out of here!
This?
Brought it back! Ho, ho, ho!
And this?
It is gone!
Time for tonight's highlights.
If you missed the first 3 or so innings of this one, you missed pretty much the whole game. So let's get you caught up here. Jose Quintana for the Brewers against Andrew Heaney for the Pirates. 1-2-3 start for Q. And the Brewers started their day the way they ended it on Sunday.
And he hits one in the air to center. This one hit pretty well. It is tailing away from Canario, and it is gone! Canario back there to the wall, and it flew over his head and out of here. The power surge continues indeed for Bryce Terang. His 11th of the season, and the Brewers grab a 1-0 lead.
His slugging percentage is now officially over 400. So his second leadoff home run of his career and of the season. Quintana responded with a 1-2-3 second inning. Then in the third, the Pirates responded, and they get on the board. They hit a solo homer from Joey Barton. They had an opportunity to even take the lead thanks to a couple of rare errors. The errorless streak is now over after an error left by Isaac Collins, which turned a single essentially into a double, and then a failed pickoff move moved Jared Triolo over to third base, but then he would hunker down, strike out Peguero, and get Pham to line out. He had himself a rough day. So the Brewers take that, and you know what's going to happen. They're going to run with it, and it all started with the captain, number 22.
So now Yelich, one out, and he drills it in the air deep into right center field. He's admiring it as it goes back towards the wall, and it is gone. A leap by Canario, but it's out for a solo home run for Yelich. Brewers back in front, 2-1. Christian Yelich goes deep for the 22nd time this season.
Nice, yeah, 22, got it. Okay, well, not only that, the Brewers, they get 2 solo home runs, which we all know they don't win games. Ask the Mets how they feel about that. So the Brewers restart a more traditional rally. An infield single on a big chopper from Andrew Vaughn. A sac bunt that wasn't really a sac bunt for Caleb Durbin. That puts Vaughn to second with 2 outs. And this is when the Brewers do their best work. Sal Frelick, the next batter.
Ground ball hit through the right side. Frelick into right field. Around third comes Vaughn. They get a shot. Reynolds throw to the plate. Off the glove of Bart, who tried to reach out, catch it, and slap a tag on, but he never caught the baseball cleanly, and I think Vaughn was safe regardless. Up to second on the throw goes Frelick. He's got an RBI single, and the Brewers have a 3-1 lead in the third.
That's going to be a play I double tap on a little bit later on in the program, just talking about why that play was so important in this game, because Frelick getting the second, of course they're going to take advantage, and now it's the new guy, Brandon Lockridge.
The 0-2 pitch. Lockridge breaks his bat, but bloops a single into right field. Around third comes Frelick. Again, Reynolds has a chance. Throw to the plate, up the line, and Sal is safe. Brandon Lockridge with an RBI single to make it a 3-run third. Brewers have a 4-1 lead.
And then he would have some great base running, going first to third on a bloop single by Joey Ortiz. And the Brewers, they got things in motion. You're always on edge when they're trying to run, and they take advantage of yet another error.
Lockridge at third, Ortiz first. There goes the runner for second. Pitch is high. They throw through to second base. It goes off the glove of the second baseman, Gonzalez. In from third on an error comes the 4th run of the inning, Lockridge. And the Brewers have a 5-1 lead in the third.
The Brewers have the most 4-run innings in baseball, 40 of them so far this season. They've been tremendous. It's no surprise. Now let's get weird. Let's fast forward to the 4th inning, huh? How about a squeeze?
1-0. He bunts. He pushes it up the first baseline. It'll get the run in. Fielded by the first baseman. Peguero flips to Heaney, who tags out Vaughn just before Andrew got to the bag. But how about a squeeze bunt by Andrew Vaughn to make it a 6-1 Brewers lead? He's gotten runs home just about every other way possible, so he said, I'm going with a squeeze, and it worked out.
Meanwhile, Quintana is shoving. He went through 6 strong. Another quality start for him. Just 3 hits allowed. The Brewers also got an RBI single from William Contreras, but that's not the highlight that sticks out to me. It's the best defense we saw tonight, a clutch double play, and this was the last one. This was the play, like, yeah, this team's vibing right now.
The 1 pitch. Chopped out in front of the plate. It's fair ball. Played by Contreras. Guns it to second for 1. Terang relay to first. Got him. Double play. Wow. 2-4-3 on a little swinging bunt by Joey Bart. William Contreras pounced on it, made a great strong throw to Bryce Terang, and ditto on that relay. It was a BB. They double off Bart. Inning is over.
That would be the final score, 7-1, and there was even some more defense we didn't even get to today as well. Just a top-notch quality victory against a team that, well, this is, what they're trying to play for, trying to be the spoiler, and the Brewers are fighting through that. Jerry Augustine joins us next, 855-616-1620, right here on your home of the Brewers, 620 WTMJ.
At Tony Wendorf & Associates First Weber Group, we do more than close deals. We serve with gratitude and faith-filled purpose. We've sold over $300 million in real estate since 2020, one of the top-ranked real estate teams in Wisconsin, and we're just getting started. What sets us apart? We care. Even if we're not your agent, we'll still help. That's the kind of stewardship the community deserves. If you're buying or selling across southeastern Wisconsin, let us earn your trust. I'm Tony Wendorf, and I want to create your red carpet experience. Contact us at wendorfteam.firstweber.com.
Hi, I'm Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, reminding you to double-check your home. Siding Unlimited is the proven exteriors professionals for 31 years. Family-owned and locally operated right here in Wisconsin. Call Siding Unlimited and visit sidingunlimited.com.
It's here on consignment from over 10,000 nationwide partners. From very high-end, distinctive furniture, unique antiques and original art, to tasteful home decor that can fit almost any budget. premium home decor priced right at 25 to 40% off retail prices. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating taste come to find premium home decor at a value. Design Exchange in Heartland and Pewaukee.
Design Exchange.
Smart interior designers know that what they'll see here is going to be almost impossible to find anywhere else, especially at our consignment prices. Premium home decor that's gently loved and close to new. And what we carry can raise the wow factor of anyone's home decor. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor at a value. Design Exchange in Heartland and Pewaukee.
Design Exchange.
With over 57 years of experience, family-owned Yutka Fence installs high-quality fencing with residential options, including vinyl, wood, aluminum, chain link, and ornamental fences. Committed to craftsmanship and customer service, Yutka Fence doesn't just build fences, they build relationships based on care, trust, precision, and protecting what matters most. Mention you're a WTMJ fan for 10% off your project. Schedule your free estimate today at yutkafence.com or call 262-859-3226.
This is Brewers Extra Innings on WTMJ.
Brewers Extra Innings is brought to you by Fifth Third Bank. If you're looking for a banking partner that truly understands your business needs, you can look no further than Fifth Third Bank. They've got a local team right here in Milwaukee, and they know how to hit it out of the park every time. For 15 years, they've been serving our community with industry-specific expertise and local decision-making. It's all going to help your business thrive. Experience the unique commercial banking value only Fifth Third can deliver. Fifth Third Bank, National Association, member FDIC. Jerry, we've been hearing a lot of Bruce Springsteen here on the program with Jerry Augustine. I'm Don Cotroneo. You know, Augie, we talk about trap games, and, you know, it's kind of a made-up media term when you really get down to it. We talked about it with the Nationals, and now we're talking about it here with the Pirates. But quite simply, you know, what this week is going to show us, and they see Paul Skeens tomorrow, and we could feel a little bit differently tomorrow, but what this week's going to show us is that the Brewers' floor of, like, the quality of play that they have set as their new standard is so much higher than so many teams in baseball. And it's no surprise. They're 30 games above 500. It's the fastest they've ever made it to 30 games above 500 for the regular season. It's just, when I sit and watch this team, you could sit here and go, oh, the cliches, you don't fall into the trap. This team's trying to be spoiler. But then with Bryce Terang instantly hitting a homer and then them loading the bases in the first inning and just every little thing that they did today offensively in the third, too, it's just like, yeah, they expect to win. They don't care what the other jersey says. It's a cliche, I know, but Augie, isn't it just refreshing to see a team like, yeah, go play your game and you're going to win?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, and you said the key word right there. The key word is team. This is a group of guys that, you know, they just go out and play hard every night. It's about not who has to do it every night. Is that they know someone's going to come through. They know that they're going to go out and play good, solid baseball. And I'll tell you what, when you look at a lot of teams, there's a lot of big names. You go to the Dodgers and the big names at the Dodgers and all the other teams you have in baseball. You don't see that as much in the game with the Brewers, although you do have Christian Yelich and Contreras and then some of the guys, Terang now that's swinging the bat and Cheerio. But you know what? It's not like that with this ball club. I think they're more involved in saying, yeah, we know that we have some good ball players on this ball club, but you know what? We're going to go out and do this as a team. We want to celebrate what we do as a team. How do they do that? Each and every night they go out and do just the little things they need to do to win baseball games. Tonight they tied a score in the third. They come back and win. There's that magic number 4 we talk about, and they just put runs on the board. They apply pressure, and they do it in ways that you have to do to win ball games, and that's playing good, strong defense, running the bases well, and swinging the bat, and putting the ball in play on offense, and pitching really well. Tonight is a classic example of what this team, and they're doing it very well.
You know, when I look at it for the Brewers, and I know people want to talk about superstar stuff, and Yelly certainly is one of them. He hit his 22nd homer of the year, which is exciting. People are learning about Bryce Terang after winning the Platinum Glove last year. And you say, oh, you need superstar production from your stars. I'm like, well, I think people, the view of offense right now in Major League Baseball, Augie, is really skewed in that, look, there are You know how many guys are hitting over 300 in the National League right now that are qualified hitters? It's only 2. Okay, so hitting is down across the board. And when you organize it to at least 300 plate appearances in order to include Isaac Collins in this, the Brewers have 22 of the top 22 batting averages in the National League. The Brewers have 4 of them, okay? The Dodgers are the only other team that has 4 players in this top 22. They're Collins, Frelick, Terang, and Churio. And I haven't even mentioned Yelich, haven't even mentioned Contreras. So the team thing really matters to this club because, oh, by the way, they've won 10 games in a row, and Jackson Churio hasn't played any of them.
Yeah, and I think one of the things that you talk about this ball club, and we've so many times, you and I have talked about this team on the offensive, all the things they do so well on the offensive side, putting the ball in play, not striking out, doing the little things, running the bases real well. They did that tonight very well. Then you talk to defense. They made some great plays. The double play with Contreras tonight was very, 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 very special. And when you look at what they do in the pitching area, and they throw the ball very well, like tonight, Quintana for the 6 innings, Anderson and Miller coming in and finishing the ball game. They've done that. The ERA in the bullpen over the last several games has been less than 1.5. They do everything, but it's the team. And I think that's one thing when you talk to the leaders on the team, you hear Christian Yelich, he'll say, you know what? We genuinely like each other. We don't care who does it. We just know that someone is going to do it. And we feel confident that someone will pick somebody else up for that game and do very well. And we've seen that. We saw Contreras yesterday getting the big home run yesterday. Who is it today? Terang comes back and hits the big home run to get him started, and then you get Christian coming up with his 22nd home run, starting the big rally in the 3rd inning. It's different guys, different groups. It's not about batting average. It's about going out and putting the ball in play and having good things happen. And I think you said it correctly. They don't have all of the star-struck guys. They have good players, very good players, but they're all going out and doing one thing. They're playing the game of baseball the way it should be played and all picking each other up, and it's really showing.
Yeah, and to that point, here's a quote from Christian Yelich from the clubhouse, courtesy Jack Stern of Brewer Fanatic. Nobody cares about the streaks or what we've been on. I bet you most of the guys in here probably couldn't even tell you. We have no idea. It's just about today, because what happened tonight, what happened yesterday, the previous few days, it has no outcome on the future. They've won 10 in a row. They're focused. They're playing great ball. Let's get to some text. Let's talk some pitching, because Jose Quintana got himself another win. Another savvy move by the Brewers. He's starting to turn a little corner here. We'll explain that coming up next on your home of the Brewers, 620 WTMJ.
Visit family-owned Ken Michaels Furniture and our in-store design centers where you'll still find beautiful, luxurious, heirloom-quality American-made furniture. Right now, save 30 to 35% store-wide and take advantage of our complimentary design services. Whether you're moving, renovating, or updating, our designers will help your vision become a reality. Visit Ken Michaels Furniture in Brookfield on Capitol Drive and in Greenfield on Highway 100 to save 30 to 35% store-wide today. Sleep better and save more with mattresses from Milwaukee Mattress and Ken Michaels Furniture. Handcrafted in our Milwaukee factory, our mattresses utilize natural materials like cotton cushioning, which dissipates body heat, Joma wool quilts for warm wintry nights and cool summer evenings, and natural latex providing superior conformability and pressure relief for aching joints. Stop in today at any Ken Michaels Furniture store and save up to 50% compared to national brands.
Well, if you need flagstone for your new natural patio, Erickson's is the place to find it. We have the largest selection and 15 styles to choose from. And for decorative stone, Erickson's is your best choice. Our decorative stone is trucked in from all over the country. We buy straight from the quarry and cut out the middleman to keep your prices nice and low. Erickson's Landscape Supply. High-quality mulch and stone for a whole lot less. Commercial or residential, visit ericksonslandscapesupply.com to see our entire selection. So he said to me, boy, oh boy, do you got the boulders. And I said, you betcha. And he said, do you mind if I cherry pick? And I said, feel free. They're all beautiful and they're all granite. Sparkling pinks, blues, and grays from 4 to 36 inches. And they're all priced right because we buy direct from the source nationwide to give you the look you want. Erickson's Landscape Supply. High-quality mulch and stone for a whole lot less. Commercial or residential, visit ericksonslandscapesupply.com to see our entire selection.
This is Brewers Extra Innings on WTMJ.
Winner, winner. 10 in a row winner. Welcome back. I'm Dom Cotroneo with Jerry Augustine. A few texts that have come in here. Bobby Euchre up in heaven has turned God into a Brewers fan. I love it. Euchre sitting at the pearly gates calling the game for Brewer fans in heaven. How about it? That's a fun one. Appreciate that text there from the 414. Andrew Vaughn, Wild Thing. Imagine if Andrew came up to bat and the PA's playing Wild Thing. The crowd would go nuts, a la Major League. Everyone played well today. The only thing that went bad was, Jose had a ton of full counts. Okay, that's funny. That's facetious. I believe that the Brewers should call up Bishop Letson. Bishop is going to be somebody we talk about in spring training next year. Quintana was fantastic today, Augie. And the way I see it with Augie, is that he did what he was supposed to do against a team like the Pirates. And quite frankly, he could have gone back out for the 7th. He's at 89 pitches. There's no reason to do it. But that 5-pitch inning in the 5th really sent him off in the right direction too. And for him to buckle down, I thought the most important pitches he made today were there in that top of the 3rd inning after finally dealing with some poor defense from the Brewers, right? And it of his own doing as well. A single turns into a double. He tries to pick him off, but he's not a strikeout guy, but he's a reminder of why he's so savvy, that he's not afraid, Augie, as a left-handed pitcher, to go inside to righties. If you're training any young lefty right now, Augie, and I know you've seen a lot of them, don't be afraid to go inside to righties. It is the most uncomfortable at-bat for somebody on that side of the box.
Yeah, there's no question, especially when you're a pitcher that Quintana style, the old veteran lefty that he is in the way he throws the ball. I thought tonight he started the game a little different. He looked like he was trying to challenge this team. He knew that the Pittsburgh Pirates were not scoring a lot of runs. They're one of the last teams in the league as far as run scoring. He's going to do something a little bit different and use his fastball a little bit. I think he tried to elevate his fastball just to see the way the hitters would react. And yeah, they hit some balls to center field. They hit him fairly deep. But then we got to that 3rd inning. After Bart hit that home run, he got himself in a little bit of trouble. He went back to what he does best, and that was having that good sinking fastball way, being able to use that down and away with his changeup. But I agree with you. I thought tonight the way he pitched on the inside part of the plate really just turned the game around, turned any way he was pitching from the first 2 innings. In that 3rd inning when he really needed it, he went back inside, used his changeup away, was able to expand the strike zone on both sides of the plate, and really became very, very effective after that.
I think the most important stat today, and it's always been an important stat for Quintana, just 1 walk. Yeah, he gave up a solo homer. Everyone gives up homers these days. Just 1 walk. We know how successful he can be when he's not beating himself. So now over his last 2 starts, against the Braves and the Pirates, he's only walked 1 across 12 innings of work. And, Quintana wasn't shy coming out of the trade deadline and having a conversation with the media after that start against the Nats that, he was on pins and needles on trade deadline day. And I think, a lot of people just assumed that he would be the guy to go and that they would keep Nestor and try to do that. But it turned out to be the other way around. They traded Nestor to get Lockridge, and they kept Quintana. And I just think the Brewers understand something that's a little deeper. I mean, look, I don't think Jose Quintana is going to start a playoff game, but that doesn't mean he's not a valuable player from now until the start of October. Plus, you never know. This dude went 6 shutout against the Brewers last year in Game 3 of the wild card round. Who's to say that if something goes wrong, you've got a great number 5 ready to go in the wings for you? But because this guy is so savvy, year number 13, he understands when he's not walking guys, he's usually having success, and the Brewers get him his 10th winning decision. That's 3 different pitchers with double-digit wins. That's not something that happens very often, Augie.
Yeah, it is 10-4 with a 3.4 ERA and a guy that you pick up. I tell you can't have it any better. But they know Quintana had faced the Brewers so many times and made so many adjustments and pitched so well against Milwaukee that I think the Brewers felt that if he came in and if he was anything like he was when he faced the Brewers, making great adjustments on the game. There were times when he faced the Brewers, got himself in a little bit of trouble early in the game, was able to pitch himself around it. But here's a veteran pitcher that understands that success comes in being able to command certain spots of the strike zone. And he's left-handed. He knows he has to pitch well on the inside, and he got to pitch well and down and away. And if he does that, he can expand the strike zones with all his pitches, his breaking ball, his changeup, even his 4-seam and 2-seam fastball that he uses very, very well. And he's very dominant. He can really locate the ball well. His best thing is that he makes such great adjustments, and he locates it. When he has to locate it, he locates the ball very well. And I'll tell you what, that's just part of his success. He's able to make adjustments. I thought, like I told you earlier, I thought that third inning, after Bart hit that home run, he got himself a little bit of trouble. He really made some really great adjustments. And from there, he just went back to his style of being able to sink the ball away, throw the fastball in, throw a breaking ball in, and then change of way and expand the strike zone. He just did an awesome job.
And then furthermore, the one walk was to a guy that's known for walking, right, in Andrew McCutchen. And maybe somebody would nitpick and say, he gave up some loud contact to Tommy Pham. Tommy Pham's on fire right now, if anybody hasn't noticed what he's been doing with the bat right now. So the point is, it's still a 0 in the hit column for him today and some bad luck for him. But if you would have told me, on March 5th, whatever that day was that the Brewers signed him, that not only is Quintana effective and having a sub 3.5 ERA, but B, he's got 10 wins. The team has won the majority of the games that he's started. He's at 100 innings. Like, he's on pace for 130, 40 innings or so. I mean, anybody else could have had this guy, and everybody said no. And should we even be surprised that he's pitching this well with the Brewers?
No. When they picked him up, I think I said that earlier, I thought he was going to be one of the best pickups that they made because he's a veteran guy that knows how to pitch. And not only he's just great for his staff. He's a guy who's very friendly. He understands. He knows how to play and win the game. But I just knew that coming to game, he's going to go out and pitch his style. We even saw it last year. They said he struggled a little bit, but I watched him pitch like 3 times last year. Same way. When he gets that pitch down away, he gets the strike away, goes in, and then he expands the strike zone on both sides of the plate. He's just very, very good, and he makes all his starts. Very seldom does he miss a start, and he just continually goes out and does such a great job for the Brewers, and he continually does what they need him to do, and just a great pickup and just a perfect guy to have in this rotation.
I mean, not every guy needs to be an ace, and not every guy also is going to go, every other team would love to have Jose Quintana as their 5th starter right now, and I think the Brewers have just some serious spoils going for their roster right now. Brewers Extra Innings is brought to you by Cider Heating, Plumbing, and Electric. You can keep your home running right with Cider Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical. And when you book a service call this month, you'll be entered to win a $250 home improvement gift card through their Fix It and Win It event. Head to cider.com, SCIDER.com to book today. Talk some unsung heroes coming up on the other side of the break. One more with Augie on your home of the Brewers, 620 WTMJ.
Protect your liver and give it the support it deserves with Active Liver from New Nordic. Find Active Liver in stores at your local CVS, Meijer Grocery, or online at Amazon or NewNordicUSA.com.
As the kiddos get ready to get back to school, you can find really great back-to-school savings at St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores. School supplies and some surprisingly cool clothing, too. And teachers, you get an additional discount. Get the best back-to-school bargains at St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores on Highway 100 in Layton and Greenfield, 23rd in Lincoln, and 76th and Bradley Road in Milwaukee.
Ooh, you're gonna love it, St. Vincent de Paul.
Get your rock-solid guaranteed pre-approval to buy at ACCUNET.com.
Looking for localized banking solutions and a strategic partner? Fifth Third Bank has been shaping the future for businesses for 167 years and for the last 15 right here in Milwaukee. We offer industry-specific expertise, local decision-making, and extensive experience to help you navigate the ever-changing business landscape with your business in mind. At Fifth Third, we're big enough to provide sophisticated solutions and expert guidance, yet empowered to make local decisions and build strong community connections. Experience the commercial banking value only Fifth Third can deliver. Fifth Third Bank National Association. Custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC.
Alleviate your pain, rejuvenate your life.
Rejuvenex.com.
Cotroneo with a 2-run blast.
That's the sound of August Brewers baseball in Milwaukee. Make the most of every remaining summer game day and get your seats at brewers.com/tickets.
This is Brewers Extra Innings on WTMJ.
7-1 the final here tonight. Brewers get the victory. We just talked about our player of the game. That was Jose Quintana, according to your fan vote. 70% of the vote tonight. 350 participated as well. Player of the game is brought to you by International Autos Group. Just like the game's MVP, you can drive it to summer in style. and save up to $10,000 on in-stock BMWs, Audis, Mercedes-Benz, and more. No tariffs, just huge savings. Visit iamilwaukee.com. International Autos Group, where ordinary needs to be extraordinary. I'm Dom Cotroneo. Jerry Augustine is here too. Augie, I'm going to kind of blow your mind here with a stat. Abner Uribe has been phenomenal. We know he's a really important righty for this Brewers bullpen, given that, we've seen him coming up through the minor leagues. He's a homegrown product, and he leads the Brewers bullpen in strikeouts with 69. Do you want to take a stab at who's in second place and maybe who you assume is in second place and where you think I'm trying to lead you?
With strikeouts?
Yep, in the bullpen.
Goodness. I would say it's probably Grant Anderson.
Exactly. 61 strikeouts coming into tonight. He throws 2 innings of relief. He's got a ton of innings as well. But, I'll continue to toot Chris Hook's horn here of saying, when we asked him, hey, is there a quantum leap candidate on the pitching staff, since that was the headline of all last spring training of Bryce Terang and the quantum leap call from 2 years ago of Pat Murphy. So we asked Chris Hook, is there a quantum leap candidate for the Brewers bullpen or the Brewers pitching staff? And he, without hesitation, said Grant Anderson. And mind you, Grant Anderson is a guy who's bounced around a little bit. He had been with the Rangers up and down each of the last 2 years. He dropped down a sidearm. He's got a twin brother. He's still got really, really raw materials. He originally drafted by the Mariners, then went over to the Rangers, up and down, cup of coffee, and dropped down. He's 28 years old, and he's found something that really works here with the Brewers. He's keeping the ball in the yard. He's striking batters out. He's got a deceptive fastball to go with that sweeping slider. Again, we got to stop questioning the Brewers when they make these trades or they make these acquisitions that people are like, who's that? And then, it's Blake Perkins. Oh, who's that? Oh, it's Grant Anderson. Who is that? And then all of a sudden, here they are in August, and they're contributing very importantly in wins.
Yeah, when you asked me the question, I actually guessed at it because a lot of times you see Grant Anderson come in the ball game and you see him go to a 2 or 3 innings, he's striking out a side. Or I just said, that delivery he has, he's very deceptive. And the one thing that he's very good at, he's not only hard on right-hand hitters, he's also hard on left-hand hitters when he shortens up that little bit of a slider or cutter or whatever you want to call that pitch he has that he throws breaking in on left-handers. He just throws the ball. He's got a lot of movement on his ball. He locates the ball up and down in the zone. He throws strikes. He doesn't walk a lot of guys. He walked a guy tonight, but theoretically, he doesn't walk a lot of guys. I tell you, we talk about a guy that I agree with you. I think if there's one guy since the beginning of the season that you looked at whether he would come and help this ball club, you would probably say, hey, I wonder if this Grant Anderson can help our ball club. Well, I tell you what, he worked himself in getting the opportunities to be in high-level workout times during the game, and he's done a great job. So I agree with you. I think he's really thrown the ball well, and he's that guy that gives you that different look. He drops down a little bit. He gives you a different angle. The ball comes in a little bit differently, and I think that's good to have. Anytime you have that different type of delivery in the bullpen, having a guy come in the game, that can be very beneficial to you. And Grant Anderson gives the Brewers that from the right side.
And then another guy I want to just point out, and we've given him plenty of flowers over the last 24 hours, but 2 more hits for Isaac Collins. He went 2 for 5, a triple and a double, 2 runs scored today as well for him. Both of those hits coming when he was leading off an inning, mind you, too. Again, his batting average is now up to 297, I believe. I'm pulling it up right now, just make sure I have it right. Yep, 297 as a rookie, 320 plate appearances, a 395 on base, an OPS of 853. I mean, look, I know the Braves have a heck of a catcher, and he's from Madison and Drake Baldwin, but this dude's my rookie of the year, and I am just fighting the good fight here. This dude, it shouldn't look this easy right now for Isaac Collins. He's got confidence.
Yeah, he's just so relaxed at the plate, and you got to like what he does. He hits the ball all fields. He gives you good at bats, and sometimes when he makes out, you kind of look at him, and it looks like he's thinking, "How did I make it out?" But you know what? He just gives you so many good things. The way he runs the bases today, he almost got caught off base. But yesterday, late in the ball game, he came out. There was a ball hit to left field. He rounded second. He looked at the guy wasn't coming 100%. He took off for third and was slid in the third. He didn't score, but I tell you what, he advanced that base. He does so many good things. We're talking about the great defense he has given the Spurs, but he runs the bases well. He can steal bases. He puts the ball in play. He's a switch hitter. I'll tell you what, I agree with you when you talk about a guy who's had the wherewithal to help a ball club doing what the Brewers are doing, a young guy. I tell you, you've got to look at Collins because he's done such a great job in all aspects of the game.
He's just been phenomenal, and the Brewers found another one just like that off the heap that one man's trash, another man's treasure, and the Brewers have the best record in baseball, 30 games above 500. But now a big test tomorrow. If they're going to keep this winning streak, Augie, I know you're going to be there because we've got another great pitching matchup, as it always seems to be, with Paul Skeens in town. He'll be going up against Freddie Peralta. Look, if you beat Paul Skeens on your way to getting free burgers for everybody, you've really done something well because, holy cow, he's going to be the Cy Young Award winner. His ERA is still under 2. The Brewers know how difficult he is. They've faced him tough twice now, but this is a game where it might be the first 1 to 3 runs wins tomorrow.
Yeah, it was fun because I was as you go on, I was watching the game on TV, and as I was looking up and watching on TV, Skeens and Keller were together, and they looked like they were looking at guys swinging the bat, going over hits and hitters and things like that. Pretty special. This is a big game tomorrow, a big game for the Brewers. You know, you got 2 great matchups, and it's going to be a lot of fun. But before I leave you, I got to just say one thing, and this is all in good fun, Don. It's all in good fun. Tonight I heard Vinny Rottino say that pitchers are not good athletes. He said it. I heard him make the statement. I'm just going to say, and I'm going to leave it like this, and it's all in good fun because I'm a former pitcher and I'm defending pitchers. I'm going to say, hey, tomorrow we got Skeens versus Peralta. It doesn't get any better than that. And those are 2 pretty good athletes.
Those are really good athletes. And furthermore, how about the last play that Shelby Miller made today? I mean, that's an athletic play. He's fitting right in with a great defensive play.
I know I'm just getting on Vinny because he said it, but I started joking, laughing a little bit. I said, well, I'm going to say something tonight. It's all in good fun, but I'll tell you, the pitchers are good athletes. We're all good. Anybody who plays the game of baseball, plays sports, is a good athlete. But tomorrow it's going to be pretty special with Skeens versus Peralta. It's going to be a lot of fun.
All right, we'll hear from you tomorrow, my friend. Thank you, Augie.
All right, you take care. Have a good night, Tom.
All right, Jerry Augustine on 620 WTMJ. Let me talk a little about something that I pointed out during the game today, just about the differences in the teams and the little things that the Brewers do. That's coming up next on 620 WTMJ.
Trust in your family's comfort at home with Cider Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical. They're the oldest family-owned HVAC company in southeast Wisconsin. 4 generations of Ciders, and their highly trained technicians provide a one-stop shop for all home and business comfort needs, including an emergency service line that's always live and a 12-year parts and labor warranty on all Daikin products. Get peace of mind by scheduling maintenance today with Cider Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical. That's SEIDER, cider.com.
My gut tells me that this summer heat's gonna last, and that means your AC's gonna be put through the paces. Now we all know that AC can take a licking and keep on ticking, especially if it's an Armstrong. But when yours needs to be put out to pasture, call Quality. With over 70 vehicles on the road, we'll be there in a hurry. And with over 60 years of experience, how can you go wrong?
Call Quality for the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality. Heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric. Think of your experienced Quality electrician for remodels or smaller projects like replacing fixtures or fluorescent lights to LED, electric car charging port installs, and electric panel swap outs. Codes are about to change that require a more expensive breaker. Quality can help. And for a power outage, count on lightning fast emergency service.
Call Quality for the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality. Heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric.
This is Brewers Extra Innings on WTMJ.
Let's buy or sell now, shall we? Brewers win 7-1. 855-616-1620. 855-616-1620. It's brought to you by Tony Wendorf & Associates. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, trust Tony Wendorf & Associates, one of the top real estate teams in Wisconsin and part of First Weber Real Estate Services. They bring faith, family, and red carpet experience to every home deal. Let's step up to the plate together. WendorfTeam.firstweber.com. What am I buying are the little things. Okay, so I'm pointing this out because the Brewers We know they're a great base running team, right? That's not shocking to anybody. And I'm pointing this out because you may recall in yesterday's game against the Mets, right? And there were some folks on social media complaining on the relay play to the plate, on the base hit by Ronnie Mauricio into right field. To put out the situation, okay? Man on second, 2 outs. Mauricio hits a base hit into right field. Sal Frelick comes up throwing, or rather, it wasn't Frelick, but Lockridge comes up throwing, hits his, he keeps it low, was aiming for his cutoff man, but instead he misses his target. But Danny Jansen reads the poor throw, gets out in front of the plate, abandons the tag, and throws down to second base to get Mauricio. They exchange the run to end the inning. The reason why I point that out is because some people were complaining about, well, why didn't they try for the tag? Well, who's to say what's going to happen for the next batter with Cedric Mullins? If he gets a base hit and another run scores because you don't have the opportunity to throw that guy out, what happens then? And obviously the Brewers needed every run they could get yesterday. So you go to today now, and I point out the third inning. And this is all happening with 2 outs. So you've got Sal Frelick hitting an RBI single through the right side. Vaughn is not a fast runner. I give Brian Reynolds credit for trying to throw him out. But the throw was so high that Sal Frelick read the throw and said, he's missing his cutoff man. It doesn't matter. I'm going to second base. It's not about hitting your cutoff man, but being in the vicinity of the cutoff man that can have that threat on the runner that's trying to get to second base. And then you're trying to move on and trying to say, look, the opportunity is get the out. But the Brewers found a way to say, all right, we'll take the extra 90 feet. What does the next batter do? Base hit. Sal Frelick comes around to score. And did you notice on that throw from Brian Reynolds, it's lower. And did you notice Lockridge couldn't get to second base? Those are the little things that jump out to me, right? And what I'm selling is that the Brewers have that big inning, right, in the third. They come back out in the fourth inning, a walk to McCutchen, no big deal in the fourth. They add another run in the bottom of the fourth inning. Game's pretty much in hand, right? It's 6-1. Then the Pirates, with 7, 8, 9 in their order, go 5-pitch inning against Jose Quintana. 5-pitch inning. It's a lack of feel. You just saw your captain, McCutchen, draw a walk, trying to extend an inning with 2 outs. Put the ball in play. And only one of them was really even hit that hard. It's just the difference of, could you imagine a 5-pitch 7, 8, 9 right now? The Brewers 7, 8, 9 is the best in baseball since May 25th. I mean, there's a lot of things that they're the best in baseball since, but it's just little things add up. Little things matter to Pat Murphy and the coaching staff. This team's always ready to play, and I just am so impressed that they're always ready to do it, even while on now a 10-game winning streak. Just a little rant, just a little baseball appreciation moment there for me, just being a baseball sicko and just admiring the game played as well as it's being played. All right, we'll hear from the manager, Pat Murphy. That's coming up next on 620 WTMJ.
Visit family-owned Ken Michaels Furniture and our in-store design centers where you'll still find beautiful, luxurious, heirloom-quality American-made furniture. Right now, save 30 to 35% store-wide and take advantage of our complimentary design services. Whether you're moving, renovating, or updating, our designers will help your vision become a reality. Visit Ken Michaels Furniture in Brookfield on Capitol Drive and in Greenfield on Highway 100 to save 30 to 35% store-wide today. Sleep better and save more with mattresses from Milwaukee Mattress and Ken Michaels Furniture. Handcrafted in our Milwaukee factory, our mattresses utilize natural materials like cotton cushioning, which dissipates body heat, Joma wool quilts for warm wintry nights and cool summer evenings, and natural latex providing superior conformability and pressure relief for aching joints. Stop in today at any Ken Michaels Furniture store and save up to 50% compared to national brands.
My perfect day has sand, salt water, and friends. But my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can take me out of the moment. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, most people saw 90% clearer skin, and many were even 100% plaque-free at 4 months. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
This is Brewers Extra Innings on WTMJ.
Nick Gonzalez, first pitch, swinging bunt, fielded by Miller, throws to first in time, and this ball game is over. A 1-2-3 ninth inning for Shelby Miller, and the Brewers win it 7-1. They have won their 10th game in a row, and they are 30 games above 500.
The final call from Lane Grindle tonight as the Brewers win yet again. It's our play of the game as well. It's brought to you by Surfside, a proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Surfside iced tea and vodka and Surfside lemonade and vodka, paired perfectly with a day at the ballpark and stocked at American Family Field all season long. The manager, Pat Murphy, on this August 11th, and his team 30 games above 500.
Yeah, he knows we bunt, and he told me yesterday I can bunt. He thought he got the sign, so he bunted.
He didn't actually get the sign?
Well, there's some discrepancy whether or not Lane touched it or not. Lane's from the same hometown, and he's always trying to impress upon us that guys from Santa Rosa are ball players. They know they come from where they're from. What his quote, they come from where they're from. And they're ball players, so he wasn't surprised. He's like, hey, he comes from where they come.
He showed some hustle earlier in that.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is he thinks he's fairly fast, and it's kind of like Collins going to third with no outs. Yeah, no, good win, tougher win than you think. They hit some balls really, really hard. I caught 7 balls over 100 that were caught. I know Tommy Pham hit 3 over 100 and maybe one that was 90-some. That's pretty tough 0 for 4. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, it was good win, good.
That kind of
string things together.
Playing free, running free, is that a sign of a team? I don't know how you put it, having fun or kind of stretching their limits right now.
No, I mean, we have to play up-tempo baseball and offensively, you know. We have to do that, you know, against whoever's pitching. It doesn't matter. We're not going to sit back and try to slug. That's not our game. And I know I hear that that's the only way to win in big situations, whatever. We have to do what we have to do, who we are. You know, if we shoot threes, we shoot threes. You know, if that doesn't work, well, then that's who we are. We're not going to just create slug. Tell me how to do that, because no one does. No one knows that secret. It's like trying to create velocity that isn't there, you know. Quintana's going to go out and pitch like he did tonight, giving us 6 innings in a big event, knowing that the bullpen was stretched this weekend, and Quintana was great. Anderson was great. Shelby Miller, that was really good. Really good.
Murph, on that moment where he went out to see Quintana, was it because his ankle rolled?
No, it was his knee kind of hyperextended. Yeah. Seems to be fine. We'll see. Lockridge did a nice job in center field. Some good moments. See Yelly get on it a little bit, and Contreras was great. 3 bullets. Caught a great game, called a great game.
If you ever wonder what it's like to be in the Pat Murphy press conference, I mean, that's only a little sampling of it. You can ask him one question. He'll just go 3 minutes if he wants, especially if it's a subject he likes. Love talking to Murph. Learn a lot from him. Brewers get another win. They got a good one in charge. Maybe another manager of the year coming to his mantelpiece as well. Who knows? Brewers win. Let's talk about Paul Skeens. Freddie Peralta. What a matchup tomorrow on your home of the Brewers, 620 WTMJ.
Elevate your escape during the summer of Audi at Audi North Shore and Audi Milwaukee, where you can save up to $15,000 on a new Audi or get low 2.99% financing for 72 months at Audi North Shore in Brown Deer and Audi Milwaukee, members of the International Autos Group, where our ordinary needs to be extraordinary. On select in-stock new units, savings include customer credit and dealer credit. Financing with approved credit, $15.19 per month per thousand financed. No down payment required.
He told us to load 4 yards into his 8-foot bed, but we knew that 3 full, honestly measured yards were going to fill his truck bed to the rim. After we proved that, he told us the other guys have been telling him he's been getting 4 yards in there for years. Honest measurements and honest folks who just want to do you right. So you come back. Erickson's Landscape Supply. High quality mulch and stone for a whole lot less. Commercial or residential, visit ericksonslandscapesupply.com to see our entire selection. We did the math. When you buy bagged mulch from the big guys, you pay $50 a yard. Why pay more for inferior mulch? When you buy from Erickson's, you'll get premium mulch for almost half the cost. And you'll see that even our economy mulch is better for less than half the cost of bag mulch. And either choice is made with premium colorant that lasts longer. Erickson's Landscape Supply. High quality mulch and stone for a whole lot less. Commercial or residential, visit ericksonslandscapesupply.com to see our entire selection.
For over a century, local broadcasting has evolved with the needs of the community. We move past the stigmas of opinion journalism and bring the most relevant news online, on air, and on the go. You have trusted us with your news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Trust us to keep moving with you. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress local broadcasting is here to stay.
This is Brewers Extra Innings on WTMJ.
All right, it's a funny look in YouTube today. Or if you've been listening, hopefully it doesn't sound that different. I'm Dom Cotroneo from north of the border tonight, getting ready for Blue Jays and Cubs tomorrow on TBS with our friend Brian Anderson. The Brewers get ready for a stretch here where they're actually facing divisional opponents. And obviously tomorrow's a big one with Paul Skeens. Same time, 6:40. We're on the air at 6:05. But Paul Skeens, again, reading his line is silly because this is video game numbers. This is to be at this point in his career. Just this season, okay, it's a 1.94 ERA in 144 innings. He's only allowed 100 hits. Like, we thought last year was good, and the Pirates did everything they could to keep him down and try to get an extra year of service time, but then he won Rookie of the Year anyway, so he got the full year of service time. Like, look at these numbers, and they're almost identical year over year aside from the wins and losses total, because pitcher record is officially about to be dead when Paul Skeens wins this Cy Young Award with maybe single-digit wins. Like, think about that. He could have a sub-2 ERA and single-digit wins. And I know I've talked about Freddie Peralta trying to get to 20 wins and how cool would that be for a Brewer to do it. And you say, like, oh, nobody cares about that. Well, like, this is the kind of the reason the why that people don't care about it, but it's still an accomplishment when somebody gets to 20 and why you need to celebrate it because they're a dying breed. We're not going to see 20-game winners anymore. Like, if Paul Skeens can't do it with the Pirates, imagine what he's going to do when he's on a better team, because that's what's going to happen, unfortunately. I feel bad for Pittsburgh, but 7-8, a 1.94 ERA, a 0.93 WHIP. Opponents are hitting 192. He has slightly fewer strikeouts this season. Slightly. But he's sacrificing a few Ks to go deeper into the game. So now, in his first 47 games in the big leagues, he still has a sub-2 ERA. It's nuts. It's going to be hard. No one said it was going to be easy. Freddie Peralta gets the ball countering Paul Skeens. The Brewers try to go to 11 in a row, and then they'll try to get everybody George Webb again on Wednesday. That would be so cool to get through Skeens and then to get the streak done on Wednesday, heading into the off day, going into this tough stretch of 19 games in 18 days. Oh, by the way, we will be at Wrigley Field next week. Can't wait for those post-game shows live on the ground down there on the north side because we want to bring you the best coverage, man. I'm just fired up. Can't thank the fans enough for all their kind words and everyone who's been engaging and enjoying the program. And if you got somebody who's like got a little bit of Brewer fever right now and is trying to, man, I just want to, hey, you can send them to our way. We're on YouTube. We're on the radio right after the games. We're on Brewers All Access wherever you get your podcasts. Tell your friends. I think it's going to be really fun next 2.5 months or so, hopefully, if things go according to plan. So I am not on the show tomorrow. It'll be Bob Brainerd filling in on my seat. My thanks to our producer, Matt Yazel. Say good night and keep on swinging.
Hey, ESPN Milwaukee fans, Brian Balaga here for Surfside. Summer is heating up, and there's nothing more refreshing than an ice-cold Surfside iced tea and vodka or Surfside lemonade and vodka to break the heat. Made with real brewed tea and real vodka.